chapter about Fireball. And Fireball always has to include MotormouthMaul in his comments. If I'm out there in the air talking to somebody over there, and he's talking to somebody in a whole different direction, and he's talking to them, he's telling them how he's cutting Motormouth Muddy lips off. And that's all he does. He's got to start. And anybody listening to his side of the conversation thinks he's telling the truth. They can't hear what's in his radio or what's in the radio of the person he's talking to, so he doesn't know if I'm really in there or not. And then Fireball makes people on the water gates, on his water gates, think that something's going on that's not happening. So very seldom do Fireball and I actually get to fight a single station, a particular station, and then realize that we're in a fight, going back and forth, trying to fight. It's my existence versus his existence. And he plays on that like it means something. And he keeps doing it. He keeps mentioning my name time after time after time after time. And I've got this free space in between his ears. You know, maybe he's got a lot of space in between his ears anyway. He's a, he's like a retard almost. It's all good. I don't mind him talking about me all the time. And what do they say in advertising? You know, free bad advertisement is the same as a good advertisement. You know, any advertisement is publicity. Any publicity is a good advertisement. So at any rate, he just keeps talking about me because there's nobody else over there in California, I guess. And he feels that he likes to get me now. That I'm not. I'm not trying to get up in there and make a hurdle for him to get over or this, that, or the other. He's putting that out there. It's his own creation in his own mind. Again, a mental illness.
No get back on 4 years.
I didn't go down that road. I just simply said it's a mental illness. And it's an inferiority complex. I believe that's the thing I was trying to find earlier was an inferiority complex. At any rate, that's what's going on with him. So he needs to do his own thing without putting down some other people, whoever they may be, myself or anybody else. If he can enjoy his hobby without the cutting down or having the need to feel dominant over somebody else, that he can enjoy his hobby that way, that would be great. But he is incapable of doing so. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. He's proven it time after time after time. It's his MO. It's his demeanor. It's the way he is. So, anyway, no big deal. What is that, a 3-minute and 23-second key down? Maybe a little longer than that? I better get my knees up in the breeze. I'm out. Oh, I gotta unkey. Well, I got a cup of coffee here. I'm working on a cup of coffee. I don't shut down just yet. I guess I got a cup of coffee over here.
You need MotormouthMaul, drop that ham on me. You by the 4 aces, your Buzz at Northwest Corn and I bang.
Hey, Switchblade Wolf Lake, I hear you, I do. Hey, Glass House, MotormouthMaul waving, 22.9, MotormouthMaul waving. Y'all have a good evening out there. I'm going to get back on the side, read the mail. It's 4 o'clock over here, 3 minutes and, I should say, 3 hours, 3:56. 4 minutes to the top of the hour is what I'm trying to say, doggone it. And this gate's been rolling for 4 hours and 2 minutes and 35 seconds or so. So anyway, let me get my knees up in the breeze. MotormouthMaul cruising, I got down.
West Corn and I bang.
Question mark.
Man, I tell you what, hey, 4 aces, everybody calling WED'S-MotormouthMaul, so I'm gonna get my knees in the breeze, man. You got switchblade out there, you got a whole lot of money.
I appreciate you trying to blame me on a little bit. No doubt about that, too. Hey, Question mark, WED'S-MoutMaul, everybody got down.
Bang! Switchblade, your buzz at northwest corner. Your buzz at up around the northwest corner and I bang. Hello, T, question mark, 300 Suburban. Hey, question mark, 300 Suburban, let's bang, bang.
Yeah, I tell you what, they was out there holding hands because the roadmaster got a problem in his head there that I was mud ducking him in. I turned the page, I turned the chapter, I moved on to as a matter of fact, I'm into another book right now, so I ain't worried about him, but yeah, he was out there starting some trouble out there, and he figures, I guess that's the only way, the best way to get attention out there, and so he decided to sacrifice what friendship there was by explaining to Sylvester that he didn't trust me. And so if he didn't trust me, whether it be on the radio or in person, lack of trust is the first step to losing a friendship. As far as I'm concerned, they're breaks. So yeah, I don't really care much for either one of them at this point. So you said J.B. Stone is your technician, and I didn't hear the rest, but I did hear you say something about J.B. Stone is your technician. I know he's your technician. What's that matter to break?
From the northwest, Mr. Sullivan. Y'all by the neck, man. That can't make a switchblade got all of y'all by the neck, and that can't make you can't hear me, so ain't much I can do but get my butt on out of here. I'm gone now,
issue, and therefore we have a friendship issue. That doesn't mean I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to you because I hear you on my radio. I ain't mud ducking you. You gotta make up your mind. Now, see, I didn't hear you, and then I call you because you play some game and call Fireball's name, and I came back to you, and then you say I'm mud ducking you. Then I talk to you, and I hear you in my radio, and I'm explaining that I understood part of what you said, but not all of what you said. And you said, no, WED'S-MoutMaul, you ain't talking to me. You want me to talk to you? You want me not to talk to you? Now, if you don't want me to talk to you, then don't address me. You know, and if that's the way you want it to be, then you can make it that way. But I talk to you because you're in my radio, whether or not you're a friend of mine or not. And so if we want to talk about the trust thing and the friendship thing, and you want to put that behind, and you say, okay, fine, that friendship was worth losing because you chose to distrust me, that's all well and good, but that doesn't mean I ain't going to talk to you if I hear you in my radio. Now, but if you want me to ignore you, then so give me the rules. What rules do we have to play by here? Question mark. I know I don't have to, and I know I shouldn't, because apparently his head is too thick to understand what's going on here. You know, apparently he's got his mind made up, and he's got an issue. He's going to make a problem wherever there's a problem to be made. If he wants to make a problem a doggone mountain out of a molehill, he's going to do it. It's his prerogative. So you're right. I don't have to explain a doggone thing to him, and no matter what I do, no matter how much explaining I do, he ain't going to figure it out anyway. anyhow. So, and that's why, to be honest with you, that's why he's got a tech as opposed to him being his own tech. Hey, JB Stone. Question mark. That's why he's got a tech instead of being his own tech, because he can't figure it out. So whether it's one thing, another thing, or a different thing, whichever facet of life it is that we're talking about, or radio, or whatever, if he can't figure it out, he needs someone else to do it for him. So anyway, it is all good. It's all fine, huh? I'll just, you're right. I don't need to explain anything to him to bring it.
Hello, Master Wizard in Cali, Baker.
Door tomorrow.
Switchblade, what happened to your brick house? And now you got a glass house. Break on.
Suburban, 300 Suburban, Mr. Wall, 300 Suburban, getting down right there.
Yeah, well, you're heading back to the workbench. We'll get you later on. Losing his mind and losing his head is all fine. I guess that might be I don't know where it goes after that. But anyway, the world is too doggone small to act that way. That's what I figured. So anyway, better to cut the losses right there. Hello, tell you one more time. Question mark, WED'S-MotormouthMaul stepping. I got down.
Glass house, Mr. 300 Westside Suburban, say bye.
Yeah, 410, great big old Roger, and you're going back to the workbench. I'll see you. And I made the mistake of trying to acknowledge him and talk to him, and then he got on my case again now because I wasn't supposed to be talking to him. So apparently the rules and all that stuff, I don't need to explain nothing to him, but I believe somebody needs to explain something to me. If he talks to me and I talk back to him, did I break the rules? Let me get my knees up in a minute. This is ridiculous. This goes right up in the case.
I guarantee that's a whole bunch of fun. Hey, Glass House, I appreciate it. God bless you. Have yourself a wonderful day.
One of the people that call me up and mention about that guy. Don't worry. Hey, no, you do your thing. That was Roadmaster. That even almost sounded like a pretty good imitation of Roadmaster. Here we are. Anyway, it is what it is, and it was what it was, and it'll never be what it ain't never gonna be. I got down.